Okay, hi, it's Wendy Bottrell from simplyfitathome.com. And today I wanted to do just a quick video sharing the information. I watched Shawna Kay, who is the creator of Fat Loss for Women Over 40 program, talk about fat loss transformation. And so I just wanted to do this quick video to share that information with you. And she said, you know, one of the most important ideas to consider for your fat loss transformation is to move your body in ways that you enjoy and that you'll do for your lifetime. And frankly, for most women, this is going to be extremely challenging to hear this kind of thing, because most women just don't want to exercise. They have a hard time with fitness. They struggle to start a fitness lifestyle, and they just find fitness hard. They just find it hard to do. And most of that is a mindset of fitness. They just keep telling themselves that they hate it. And a part of that is to overcome and teach yourself that your fat loss transformation, your good health, and your lifestyle independence depends on you moving your body daily. Simple. That's it. And for me, the biggest part of that is, definitely fat loss, good health, but lifestyle independence, because to me that means being independent for your whole life. That means, being able to take care of yourself, dress yourself, go to the washroom, shower, all those kinds of things, which we don't think about now, but in the future it's very, very important, no matter what your age. So those are three of the reasons. And one of the ways to think about fitness is to realize that exercise gives your body shape. And according to Shawna, that's what she says, and finding something that you really love and get started at it right away. And to consider, if you're overweight, if you're carrying extra weight and you're a bit intimidated, because I know when I was carrying weight, I was intimidated to go into a gym. But one of the easiest and simplest things you can do is get outside and get walking. If you are carrying extra weight, that's going to be enough resistance for you in the beginning. And you may not be able to go far when you're starting, and it doesn't matter. As the saying goes, just do it. As you continue, you'll find that your walking becomes easier and more enjoyable, and you'll be able to walk further and faster. And that's a good thing, because that's how you want to challenge yourself. And as you grow and develop in your walking, once you get to the point where it's so easy, then you'll be able to start looking at other ways to exercise. And Shawna suggests, using an online program like she has, the Fat Loss for Women Over 40. There's many online programs, so you can check out hers. I'll leave a link, or you can look for other programs. And and this is something that's truly, truly important for you to consider. Find something that you're going to love and enjoy, and you'll be consistent at doing it every day. And what you'll gain from the practice of daily exercise is not only your fat loss transformation, but you will gain more energy. Your self-confidence in fitness will increase as well in your life. Fitness and exercise practice will bring an enrichment to your life that you never felt possible. And certainly I know I experienced that. Now, if you're looking for a real fat loss transformation, you must consider that long, slow cardio is just not going to get you there. And some of the guidelines to consider, it must be short and intense. So it only needs to last 15 to 20 minutes. And because time is one of the biggest excuses for lack of exercise, the concepts we're sharing here today are just taking that right out of the mix. You must be willing to sweat. And again, as women, sometimes that is a problem, but you have to be willing to sweat. You must include resistance training, like body weight training. Free weights are a couple of examples. You can do this type of exercise in small spaces. Walking, gardening, they're great. However, they'll not get you to the fat loss transformation that we're talking about here. Activity is great. Walking, gardening, all those kinds of things. And they must be done daily. But the sweaty short bursts have to be done a few times a week as well. To be successful, you need never compare yourself to others. Just never. It's just going to allow you to allow your mind to play small if you're comparing yourselves to others. You may want to get a training partner. Shawna had said there is courage in couples. I thought that was a pretty cool way to think about getting a training partner. Congratulate yourself on your wins. For example, as you begin this progress of getting into the habit of fitness, it's a big step. Congratulate yourself on that and see this as a big step for you. You can join an online community, fitness community, when you're starting, and have a buddy, have somebody that you can work out with. Most success happens when we do it with a friend or a buddy or a coach. Get an accountability partner for your fat loss transformations for success. Decide to exercise every day and live an active life. So now it'll become a mindset of activity, active lifestyle, rather than something that you just have to do and you're going to hate. Change that mindset. Remember that muscle is your friend. And as a woman, you're never going to look like Arnold doing resistance training. However, you can and will live an independent life if you build muscle and you build strength. Don't set yourself up for failure. Find the thing you're going to enjoy with that tribe that you most resonate with and get started. Start where you are right now. A lot of times we have goals of fat loss, weight reduction, fitness, whatever that goal is, but we're not starting where we are. If you haven't been exercising in years, don't think about running a marathon today. That may be your long-term goal, but think now about getting out and starting to walk. Think now about, doing that first short burst training session. These are the important things. Walk if you must. And as you progress, make the necessary changes as we're talking about here. Do one thing at a time. Don't overwhelm yourself. Start where you are now. And finally, always strive to be your best self and live your best life. And before we go, I just want to leave you with a little personal story. Because, a lot of times we don't think we can do it. We think that our hill is too high to climb. We're too overweight, we're out of shape, and we have that fear. But so I just want to share with you my story that way back in 1995, I had 2 car accidents within 8 months. And to say I was not in a good place was definitely an understatement. And I was diagnosed at that time with fibromyalgia, and I couldn't even go out for a walk for 10 minutes without being exhausted. Day-to-day life was a struggle. But I did keep moving when I could. But I just wasn't feeling great in any way. I was overweight, I had low energy, and I definitely wasn't living my best life. But in 1997, my mom had she had an accident and she broke her hip. And the evening when I had to go to the emergency room and they were waiting for her to go in for surgery, I saw my mother lying on that hospital bed, medicated, in tremendous pain, and I realized that if I didn't start to make some major changes in my life, I was going to be her in 20 years or so. And so the next day I began to make those changes by finding a Thai Bo. You remember Thai Bo, all those TV commercials? And started doing the fitness class in my apartment. In the beginning, I couldn't even do a few minutes. But I kept at it, and over the next few months, I was able to do the entire long workout. I started to have more energy. I started to feel more confident that there was hope for the future, and I started to reduce my size. I then began to do resistance training that included body weights, free weights, and through this whole process, I reduced my size. In fact, I was able to reduce my weight by 100 pounds and even felt better, just like a new person. Over time, I became a certified personal trainer, a holistic life coach, and I've been able to help many others make these exact same changes. So I'm not telling you this for any other reason but to let you know, if I can do this, you can do this as well. If you're looking for a fat loss transformation, use some of the guidelines in this post, and for sure be in touch and let me know how I can help you achieve your goals for health, wellness, fat loss, and your best life. This is Wendy, Simply Fit at Home. Talk soon.